Hi, so we're live. Welcome back to the movie library, and tonight we're going to be talking about a couple different things. The first, if you are getting this and it's not live, then you're probably seeing the kind of thumbnail and the description beneath it. And yes, we are going to talk about Scream Factory tonight. Actually the controversy that is going on with Scream Factory, or more, I guess, more apparent, their their parent company, Shout Factory, which has been been talked about by a lot of people in the collecting community. If you haven't seen the Grindhouse Tampa Bay kind of video, that Grindhouse Tampa Bay is like a small video company. They, pretty much done out of a guy's house type of thing. So every week he does a video where he talks basically about the new stuff that's coming out, and kind of like does the shilling type of thing that you got to do to kind of move your product. And basically just, this is what's coming out, this is kind of cool, that type of stuff. Now, recently, he made a video, and at the end of the video, there was a rant. A pretty big rant, and it got a lot of attention. It even got some attention from like the guys over at Shout Factory. Hey, Geriatric Punk, I love the name, by the way. First time live, welcome. Breaking in on kind of a unique one here. Hopefully there'll be some more people here that'll, and in the movie club, that'll be able to welcome you and make some new friends. So we are talking Scream Factory. If you're not familiar, one of my most popular videos back in the day, and it's kind of comical now, was a video called Shame on You, Scream Factory. Now this was done a long time ago. Whoa, almost did it. Back when, hey Benny Clark, welcome. You're getting alive. So when this came out, so if you guys have been following me for a while, you probably remember the Shame on You Scream Factory video, kind of my rant video talking about back in the day that they announced this. And you can see it's in my hands now, but if you've seen my video and you hadn't seen it in my other videos, you probably wouldn't expect to see this being something that I'd be holding up. I did a whole long rant video, basically talking about how upset I was at the time that Scream Factory was putting this out and charging such an astronomical price for one Blu-ray. Of course, which was a set, and I was kind of a hypocrite because I really love this set. It's actually one of my favorites. I watch it a bit. Now, that's not what this is about, but it's kind of coming full circle because Scream Factory are kind of in trouble for pricing. Now, before I go any further, has anybody seen the Grindhouse video? The Grindhouse Tampa Bay video where he talks about Shout Factory? So, because I'm going to kind of just put it in a nutshell type of thing. And basically, because he's not Amazon, or I guess who they've made deals with, and I'm not sure what type of deals they've made, there's a little complexity that goes beyond that. And we'll kind of talk about that, and kind of my thoughts on that. So you've seen it, Benny. Perfect. Basically, he was told, I'm not going to say told off, but he was talked down to for selling it at a lower price than he should be selling it at. He he's trying to make money. You try to get people in there. You want to get people to come in and buy at your shop. You want to do that by having competitive pricing. And of course, so hopefully they'll come in and buy the ones that's like cheaper, and then they'll buy some of the more expensive stuff. So, it's just a little kind of a one-man show. But they took great, what time's where I'm at? It's 2:35. I actually didn't plan to make a video, Carlos, again, but I was inspired at the kind of at the last minute here. Welcome, by the way. So basically, he was told by them kind of to cease and desist the pricing, and to get on board with what Shout Factory called the preferred pricing if you wanted to keep getting films from them. And that was that he would have to raise his price for his Scream Factory or his Shout Select stuff. The lower price stuff couldn't be done, and if it was going to be done, that was going to be done by a bigger party. Not something that he was really kind of allowed to do. He could actually suspend his his buying or make him buy, I guess, from somewhere else. I hope I'm getting it. If I'm not being clear about anything, stop me and say, what the hell are you talking about? I'm not getting it. Basically, he had to raise his price. He had to raise his prices on those items. Now, when you hear that first, and if you don't know the source type of thing, you might think, well, maybe this guy's raising his prices, and he just wants to use like kind of use Shout Factory as like kind of like as the Trojan horse for a price raise. But that's not the thing, basically. Hey, good morning, reality. What's happening is he's literally been told by Shout Factory, and they've kind of acknowledged it in the in some Twitter comments that they've got this suggested retail price, and this is the price that he's got to go by, or or face the consequences. Now, we do see that there's certain, that you'll see some of the deals that'll come on at Walmart or at Amazon, which are bigger retail chains, that you won't see other places. Like if you want to pick up like even something simple like what do you call it again? The Elmer Leonard one that recently came out, like Get Shorty, right? So that was put up by Shout Select, and which is is another branch. So basically, there's Shout Select is a branch, kind of like much in the way the Scream Factory is a branch of Shout. Now, they're going at a suggested retail price of like $30 to $32 type of thing. But if you go to your local Walmart, you can probably pick up Get Shorty for about like 24 bucks, and that's the Shout Select version that I'm talking about there. And I'm in Canada, so I'm guessing it's even cheaper there if you live in the U.S. So that's been kind of the thing that's been going on right now, is that smaller companies, especially ones that you don't have specific deals done with, won't be getting $230. Hey, right on. Hey, Chantel, welcome. We are talking Scream Factory. They won't be getting the deals that and they won't be allowed to put it at the prices that say an Amazon or a Walmart will. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So if you're even if you're a Diabolic DVD, then you're not gonna. There's certain exclusivity rights that are not going to be, that they're not going to get either, because they are, although they're well known, they are again a smaller company. Oh man, I really want that zombie. That looks really cool. Like I have the Arrow video, like the Zombie Flesh Eaters edition, and I'm a really big fan of that film. Like, yeah, Zombie versus Shark, man, Zombie versus Shark. So that's one that I do want. So before I go any further, I want to take it to you guys here now. Anybody that's heard of it, like the whole controversy behind Scream Factory, what are your thoughts on it? Because I would like to hear what you guys think. Yeah, that's the thing. You only have to choose one. That's the right way to do it. Well, basically, Chantel, Scream Factory is a company that sells a lot of horror films, stuff like this here, and they put a lot of Shout Factory. There's Shout Select stuff too, which has stuff that you might like. Hello, Election Jackman, how's it going? Entertainment. So basically, guys, what's happening right now is that it was on. If you haven't seen the Grinders Tampa Bay video, basically, what came out was that the pricing. So that they're putting they are giving preferential treatment. That's definitely something that's there. Now, that being said, it is business. So it may be they have a certain specific deal with that they've made with some bigger companies, with specific contracts and things that they'll get in trouble if other companies price match what say like an Amazon or a Walmart's doing. Preferential treatment is basically, Chantel, is when you let's just say there's two companies. Say there's a lemonade stand and there's a McDonald's, and McDonald's is selling lemonade and this lemonade stand is selling lemonade. And the lemonade stand is made to sell their lemonade more expensive than McDonald's, because McDonald's is a bigger company, and they think they want to have the corner on the lemonade market, and that's kind of what's happening here on a different level. It's not a really great analogy, but basically, Scream Factory is giving preferential treatment. They're giving lower price points for Amazon and for Walmart than they would for a company like Grindhouse or Diabolic DVD. And basically those guys, still have to buy from the distributor. And that's the thing. We don't really know yet is if this is the distributor that they're working. Now, see, that's the thing. Shout has its own distributor. Distribution. This one's a little bit harder to get into. But most of you guys are probably going to know this stuff already. You do pay more when you... are you in the U.S. geriatric? You probably don't pay more the same way that I pay more, but you definitely do pay more. And if you're noticing that the Scream Factory sales are getting less and less sale, and more of kind of what you'd expect if you just a little bit off. Now, the collecting market is changing, of course, right? Exactly, Carlos. That's the perfect way to say it. That's way better than I would say it. But is it completely understandable? A lot of these companies, like Severin or Scream Factory or Code Red, get their push, get a lot of their stuff from smaller distributors. A lot of people buy from Diabolic DVD. A lot of people buy from Grindhouse. A lot of casuals pick up stuff from Amazon. Exactly. You have the sales that keep bringing in new products, and that's the thing. A lot, actually. A lot of my subscribers are actually from the U.S. I've never really looked at. Actually, that's not true. Like early on, I looked at like kind of like percentage of like male-female subscribers, and I looked at like the different countries. So a large percentage of my of the people that watch these videos are either from the U.S. or the U.K. Actually, less from Canada than actually than I kind of expected, because I figured I'd just be kind of a local flavor, but I'm not so much really. I guess people outside in other countries, but you know, a few from like different from Sweden, places like that. So a lot from the UK. I got a lot of like UK, you know, basically England, Ireland, places like that. But a large percentage of mine comes from the United States. I guess that's because there's a large collecting base in those areas when it comes to like Blu-rays and DVDs. So I don't know how I feel about it. Some people right now, that's the thing, you don't feel guilty, because here's the thing, at the end of the day, thank you, Chantel, you're sweetie. At the end of the day, you want to support like the smaller place that's bringing in the stuff. And I'll give you a perfect example. I live in Canada. And in Canada, we don't have a lot of choices right now. HMV is gone, and we don't have that like you guys in the States. You got FYE, stuff like that, right? We have very few choices when it comes to where we're buying movies. We got flea markets, we got Walmart, and we got Sunrise Records. Now, Sunrise Records, it's a record chain that's expanded rapidly in the last few years. They've kind of been wanting to take the place of what HMV was, but they deal more with music, and they deal a bit with the with movies and collectibles. But the cool thing about Sunrise Records is that they will bring in like Arrow, they'll bring in Kino, they'll bring in Severance, Synapse, they bring in all the stuff, right? And they'll even get like FYE exclusives, they'll get exclusives from Target, and they'll bring it in. Now, sometimes it'll be a little bit more expensive than you would, say, to pay for it on Amazon. Exactly, then board games, they got a wide selection. Now, there are times when I will go and I'll buy a movie at Sunrise. Like, I don't get to go there very often, so because it's a 4-hour drive away. Chantel knows. She's from the area that I'm in right now. Basically, you got to go to Halifax to get Sunrise Records. Now, some of their stuff is more expensive to buy than you would buy it on Amazon. But for me, if I am in Sunrise, I really appreciate the fact that they're bringing in this eclectic, odd stuff that isn't going to sell to the norm of the casual. Hey, James. I knew James would have some serious thoughts on this. So what I do is whenever I can, like I will go to I will go to Sunrise, and if I see something, like for instance, I could have picked up the Changeling, probably. That one, no, that was actually a pretty good price. But there's certain ones I could have, like probably some of the Arrow sets and stuff. Some stuff I'm actually getting for Christmas. My better half could have got them at a cheaper price on the on Amazon, like at least saved a few dollars. But there's something really cool, one, about buying it and actually, you know, physically buying it in a brick and mortar store. Supporting a company that's actually putting this stuff out there. You know, if you want to see stuff come into your stores, you got to take the crunch sometimes and at least buy one or two things. Like we're not made of money, but so, you know, there's going to be a lot of times when Amazon is going to be the preferred way to get it, or online. I'm going to talk about Black Friday after. I have a controversial Black Friday decision that I just made tonight. But we got to make that decision, like with our pocketbooks, like what we want to do. And some people love a company exclusive. So Scream Factory, basically, people love what they're doing. But right now, because of this, because of the video, because of the response back to it, they've gotten a lot of pushback on it. And some people that are saying, you know, they're gonna like kind of like show with their wallets that they're not going to support this type of you know, this type of like what they consider bullying. But you also have to take, you know, playing devil's advocate, you got to take the Scream Factory side of like, we don't know, like behind the scenes, what type of business negotiations or contracts had to be signed, and what type of deals and hoops that they had to jump through as a distribution company for places like Amazon and places like Walmart to get preferential treatment on their products. If you've ever worked in retail, then you know what an end cap is. And an end cap basically is where, you know, we put the sale items, the highlighted items, especially if you ever worked at Best Buy. I worked at Best Buy around the time that Xbox came out. And Xbox, when it came out, it had the end cap, right? It had this special like spot, and I'm sure that Microsoft paid a hell of a lot of money to get Xbox that premium real estate in that store. Much in the way that I'm sure that deals had to be done with Scream Factory to get premium real estate on the Amazon site and probably in the Walmart site as well, because you're starting to see little things like we don't get much Scream Factory or Show Select here in Canada, right? And that's the thing, Action Jackman. Like, there's another thing. A lot of people don't have the option. Like me, for instance, unless I go to like Chantal mentioned just then, unless I go to Halifax, then I really don't get to like pick something up in person. Or if I go to St. John's, where my mom's at, because they both have Sunrise Records, we don't have it here, and the economy really, like, I'll be honest with you, the economy in this area around right here probably wouldn't be able to support a Sunrise Records. So Halifax was kind of the perfect place for it. I will always buy from them. Every time I go into Halifax, I'll always go in and I will buy something from Sunrise Records, and I will make sure it's from like one of the companies. It'll be an Arrow, or it'll be like a Scream Factory, or sometimes like when I get my Severin Changeling edition there. And the one I kind of semi-regret getting. I don't regret getting it because it's a cool movie, and it's a great cool steelbook. But I wish I would have got the other edition of it, because the other edition had 2 discs. And that's Reanimator. So I picked up the FYE like exclusive of Reanimator. It had this shiny green case. I was super stoked. It was a steelbook. I was like, yes, I'm going to get Reanimator. I'm going to come home. I'm going to watch the big extended cut of Reanimator. It only had the first disc. That's the way that the steelbook was done. It only cost more. Only had the first disc. I literally had the 2-disc edition in my hand. I put it down, took the shiny steelbook, regretted it ever since, and one of these days it'll go on sale. I'll pick up the other one, and then I'll be my OCD collecting will be complete. They do like music, movies, stuff like that, Chantel. A lot of T-shirts too. Recently, if you've saw some of my T-shirts, like my Friday the 13th T-shirt, my couple of other T-shirts, they came from Sunrise Records. Did you guys? No, I'm a huge, like, this is just a Walmart one though. I'm just a big T-shirt guy. Your dad's moving from Ontario. Nice, congratulations. So there, that's my thoughts on Scream Factory. Do I have a decision one way or another? I will still buy Scream Factory. I'm not going to not buy their stuff. I just won't buy directly from them. I think that buying directly from them is a little expensive, as I don't really have the space to put like up a bunch of posters. I know I can understand if people like want to get posters, want to get the figures, that type of thing. No, Scream was a little like peeved that NECA didn't make their first. Yeah, actually, Root Bear instead of. Oh, Carlos, get some good sleep, dude. I appreciate you coming in, especially when it's so late for you. But but for me, yeah, I'll still buy the stuff because there is stuff that they put out that I want, and I do think that although they've had a few quality control issues recently, a lot of companies have had quality control issues, and see, Carlos, you're missed already. But I'll still buy stuff. Like for instance, right now I've got the Urban Legend, like one and Urban Legend Final Cut. I love those movies. I really do. I think Jamie Blanks did a really good job with those. And Valentine, which is coming next year, highly underrated. I'm going to grab that one as well. So do I suggest getting this from Amazon? I do. Like, unless it, like geriatric, unless you really need like the poster or you really want the action. If you're collecting the poster or the action figure, you know, you do you. You collect the way you want to collect. Don't let anybody else tell you the way that you, don't let me or anybody else online or offline tell you how you should be collecting your films. For me personally, the poster thing doesn't matter to me. Like Entertainment Wizard got the lithograph. He really wanted the lithograph. The way that I see it now, geriatric, and the way that I've noticed, is if you really want a movie from a company, pre-order. Pre-order is cheaper on Amazon. Pre-order is cheaper, like, you know, you get Black Friday deals, and you're going to get like the Amazon Day deals, the Prime Day deal, and all that type of stuff. But by far and large, if you've been ordering on Amazon for any time at all, you're going to notice one thing. When you pre-order from Amazon, that's the cheapest price. You lock it in, you get it in at a fairly cheap price. If the price goes low before it comes out, you get it for that price. So when you pre-order, you're pretty much sure you're going to get the slip. And for Scream Factory ones especially. Why? Because they are they're sealed with the slip already on them. Did I pre-order the 2018 Steelbook? I didn't. Hey Ken, how's it going? We just talked about Scream Factory actually. I know that you had like comments on that as well, didn't you? But I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get this. I'm not gonna get the Steelbook. I want the 4K, so I might just get the original 4K ripped to the shreds. But for me, like I'm choosing to go with my wallet. I do like Scream Factory stuff. I like a lot that they put out. I would be a hypocrite to say that I'm never going to buy their stuff again. Excuse me, I do apologize. That will be a lie. There are a lot of things that I'm excited to get from them, but I won't get it directly. I will get it through Amazon. I will buy it at Sunrise Records, but I choose to get it that way, and that is the lightest. Hey, how's it going, Sexy Monkey? Does that this? The thing is that at Entertainment Wizard, I can be honest with you, I'm iffy when it comes to steelbooks. There's certain times I just want that yard. I haven't seen the steelbook yet, so I have to look. But if it's the one, I really like that just the face that's on the 4K. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It depends on like pricing and all that type of thing when it comes out. I'll definitely pre-order it ahead of time because, like I just mentioned there, lock it in. If you do have like, if you're in Canada and you've got a Sunrise Records or something like that near you, support them when you can. If you can afford to pay an extra couple dollars to get a movie every once in a while at one of those places, that's what keeps those things afloat. The less brick and mortar type stores that we have around, at the end of the day, what's going to happen is the less choice that we're going to have and where we get our stuff from, and it's going to get more expensive because there is less competition. We've already seen that happen. Prices have gone up. And Amazon, too, can put prices up. I actually pre-ordered the Courage box set, too. Not from Amazon. Candyman. A brick and mortar is a store that you go to. Uh, but brick and mortar is just like going, basically, you go to Walmart, you go to Sunrise, it's a store. Like online, basically, you're buying online, like an Amazon or something like that. Brick and mortar means store. Perfect. It's a building. I do apologize for that, confuse it. Oh, Sasha. Oh, yeah, I actually, no, don't worry about that. Some people, well, you know, want attention and stuff happens. I just, I try to ignore that and just get on with like the things that happen. So I don't, it's not your fault if something happens and things happen. It's okay. But coming to that Black Friday. So this was a hard one for me because it was tough. I'm in Canada, and right now the Canada Post strike is going on. We got a rolling strike. Canada Post has asked other countries to not send items to us right now. So it's extremely hard to get things here and get things come in, and to wonder if it's going to come in now or oh no, I appreciate that, I really do. But you're welcome here. Oh, so Canada Post, yeah. So basically, what's happening right now is that we can't get things in. So with Black Friday just a few days away, I had to make a decision. And it depends, reality, because it could be running a long haul. And this is obviously this is a play. They're saying, look, we're backlogged, and they probably are backlogged. But by shoving off international orders, it's really, really going to be like affecting people, especially around Christmas time. Now, the Prime Minister of our country, Justin Trudeau, he's pushed for them to kind of, you know, make a deal, get it done. There's a comedian that says "get her done," right? That's is Larry the Cable Guy. I think that's the one. But so far, negotiations. I'm going back and forth. And I'm installing. So I made a decision today, actually, that I am going to miss out on. Yeah, I'm going to miss out on the sales that are going on right now. I am lucky enough that I'm hoping that some of the stuff will come in, much again through my local Sunrise Records, but which I won't be able to get to for Black Friday because I work that day. But I will be going locally and seeing what I can get. I hope that you guys will join me when I do my Black Friday haul. But anyway, so what it looks like I'm going to do right now is I'm looking towards upping my 4K collection a bit over Black Friday, seeing what kind of like neat deals I can find out there. Maybe get some gaming stuff as well. I've looked into a couple bigger items. I don't want to really talk about what they are until I actually if I pick them up or not. But I'm unfortunately probably going to miss out on the Severin and the Vinegar Syndrome sale. That being said, as somebody that has quite a bit of Vinegar Syndrome stuff and has a bit of Severin stuff as well, and more than likely has seen some of the films that are going to be announced during that sale, we will be talking a lot on that sale. Yeah, but it probably will be actually. I know that they just, yeah, exactly, Chantal. And right now it's like everybody's like wondering because everybody buys things online nowadays. See, if you ever needed a case study to say support your local brick and mortar stores, this is it. This is it right here. Because right now I'm missing out on like two of the biggest sales of the year by two of the bigger companies because they can't make a deal. But it's okay. I'll find some stuff around here right now, and hopefully after Christmas, when they have Not a lot. Like if there's Vinegar Syndrome Action Jackman in a store around here, then it's going to be in the one place that I already mentioned, Sunrise Records. It'll be the only place that carries it. You won't see it in like you're definitely not going to see it at Walmart, and you're not going to see it at in any of the other places here as well. You're not going to see Best Buy carrying Vinegar Syndrome. Best Buy here doesn't even carry any Vestron video titles. Chantel has been to Best Buy in North Sydney, and she knows exactly how small of a store that is, and how tiny their movie section is. However, they do tend to have a pretty good like 4K selection during Black Friday and Boxing Day, and to get in some extra kind of neat, cool stuff. So I'll be going through Best Buy. I'm not sure. I like to try and get footage, and kind of put it in and do like kind of an out and about. I've tried to be 100% live on my channel. So that is why, by the way, that I haven't done any out and abouts or any other videos. I've tried to do everything kind of like 100% live. I couldn't do a live one with an out and about. Oh no, in Sydney. We don't have one in North Sydney. I might have misspoken and said Sydney, Chantel. But we have one in the Mayfair Mall, which is not really a mall. It's kind of like a strip, like small thing. But yeah, that's the. No, I'd trust me. If there's a Best Buy here, I'd probably be working there right now instead of where I'm at, because I kind of dig that stuff. I'm okay with that type of stuff, and with my my potential move in the next few years, then yeah, that won't matter. I just have fun with it. Somebody's talking about Dead by Daylight, and I gotta play that game one of these days. Chantel used to bug me about it, so one of these days I will. Yeah, they did. Like Max Mojo came to a lot of your Morocco, Chantel. Oh, sorry, you weren't here yesterday, were you? Yes, within the next 4 years, probably within 4 years, inshallah, if everything works out okay, I will be moving to in 4 years, reality. So I'll be moving, like making a move to Morocco, probably around Marrakesh. That's where our condo is, and yep, my better half. She's from Morocco, and we kind of have work set up for that area, and I'm actually very excited, but I want to take like the next like 3 or 4 years to prepare myself, learn French, take a couple courses that I'm gonna need for the job that I want to do over there, and basically just watch my kids adult, and go through university and their jobs and do the things that they need to do and make sure that they're doing okay. Oh, I'm not going yet. So you're stuck with me, Chantel, for 4 years. So that's quite a while. You'll be gone probably. You're going to college. You'll probably be gone out before I am. So don't worry about that. I'm still around for a while yet anyway. But yeah, so I made the decision with Black Friday. I hope that's not disappointing to you guys, because I know I normally do the Black Friday sale and I do the unboxings and that type of stuff. It looks like it. Now, if things happen, it moves a little bit kind of speedier, like goes in like in a 3-year thing, but we do have like enough times. Actually, yes, my girlfriend's family is well, I'll probably fly over to London to get like a lot of my movies, because I can kind of, that's going to be easier to do from there. Go to FOPS and HMV, stuff like that. That's probably where I'll be. I'll get some stuff online, but warm. Warm. Now it does get chiller in the evening sometimes. I actually did like a couple videos early on, like on my channel when I went to Morocco. I meant to do like a lot, but I didn't get to do many. Now I find they're very hospitable in Morocco. Nice people, great food. If you ever want like really good food and you want to like be in a place where tourists get taken well care of, type of thing, that's kind of the place for that. Tourism is a huge industry in in Morocco. Morocco's in North Africa, and because of that, it's not a place where tourists really worry about anything seriously happening. Because if anybody messes with a tourist in Morocco, that's pretty serious crap, right? We take that very seriously. Oh, if you definitely you would be able to visit. We have a huge ranch over there, and that's like just outside of Marrakesh, and we got like the condo in Marrakesh, which is we do right now we're getting they're working on getting like stuff in there, getting all the furniture in and getting all the stuff done, getting pretty much the renovations, like renovating condos. Yeah, Greece, Casablanca. My better half was born in Casablanca, Ken. Unfortunately, like I don't think I really no, it wasn't filmed. Casablanca wasn't filmed in Casablanca at all, was it? It was like studio and stuff. But no, yeah, actually, I thought was kind of cool when she told me that as well. Yeah, she was born in Casablanca. She spent like a few years there. Then she moved to Marrakesh, which is also a really big city. And I've mentioned this on her before, but I'll say it again for people that don't know. I'm pretty much geographically, I'm an idiot. I'm not exactly the smartest guy when it comes to that type of stuff. So when we were talking about, when she told me about North Africa, and she said, well, that's where I'm from, I'm like, wow, this Newfoundland must seem really huge to you with all their amazing electricity and malls. and I go to Morocco and I go to Marrakesh, and the first thing I notice are all these huge buildings, and we go to this mall with like floors upon floors of stuff, and these, yeah, let's just say I was schooled. Oh, I missed what you said. Reality popped up there again. But yeah, I'm here. No, I don't think I'm going anywhere for the next couple of years. So it's working here. Chantel knows the pain that I'm going through working here. But that's, you know, it's honestly, I'm looking forward to it. But it's going to be quite the adventure. And hopefully when I take my venture there, hopefully many of us will still be chatting, and I'll be doing it from over there, and actually talking about talking and seeing and showing you guys stuff from over in that area as well. I can't even pretend anymore. Oh, the chain reaction. Sometimes, Ken, I think you don't really like some of these exploitation films, because some of them that I'm really surprised with that you don't like. Everybody has different tastes. That's what I got to put it down to. I have weird tastes. Yeah, there's a Bond film, and if Jace was here, we'd know right away. I got to talk to Jace because we're supposed to do those are really good ones, because we're supposed to do like a Western stream actually sometime in the very near future. So I hope you guys will be there for that. So if you like talking to my Australian friend Jason here in the movie club, we are going to be soon doing a Western stream where he's much more like skilled in talking about the Western genres, spaghetti Westerns. I have weird tastes in some of this stuff. So I'll be like going through and watching a few Westerns before that. So I've got the Western stream coming up. Eventually, me and Jace will probably do a Bond stream, something that we tried to do a few years back. Jace is awesome, actually. Oh, did you really? I think you'll really like it, actually. Let me know what you think, Geriatric Monk. I actually would be really interested to hear. But no, I won't be unloading the Russ Myers set. The one thing, see, everything else may be going, but my video game system and my films are definitely going with me. I'm actually already planning a place for them and long in advance. But the thing is that I'd plan to buy a new TV in the next year, like a new 4K, probably a 65-inch, something like that. But I'm going to put that on hold because we're going to be moving in like 3 or 4 years. I really don't want to have like to buy a TV that I'm just going to be getting rid of in a couple years. So we got the 55-inch 4K upstairs and the other 55-inch 3D television, so that'll do. I sound so spoiled when I say that. We got this. Now, Points. But yeah, I do. But no, do love. I love my collecting. So my movies got to come. I've spent so much time and so much effort just to get some of the stuff, and everything here has a story behind it. Like whether it be the reason I picked it up or actually the picking up of the film itself. Every collection that I've started, every label that I've really gotten into. There's always been like a starting point. There's been like an excitement. UPS may come through, actually. That's the thing. UPS may come through. But I don't want to take that chance right now. I don't want to take the chance that I'm going to be stuck with stuff. The last Severance sale was risky for me. I didn't get my stuff to Dad like till after Christmas, Jack the Ripper stuff. But so it was a chance I took. Now that being said, I do, if you are in the U.S. or you're in another country where you can, so basically, yeah, so I will be visiting Canada. Obviously, I've got family here. So the good thing about it is hopefully if things work out well, it's going to be like, it's not going to be hard for me to come and visit when I want to. So it's definitely a lot easier for me to visit than it would be like, say, if I wanted to go somewhere now at my current job. It's a lot more of a hassle for me to fly somewhere or to just like take some time off. When you're more or less running your own venture, it makes it a little bit easier and gives you a little bit more freedom to do and to go some of the places you need to go. So it'll be a lot easier, say, if I wanted to fly out to see my family in Canada. No, I have not seen that yet. But every time I see you, Chantel, your hair's put up. So I don't think I've ever seen you with your hair down. So I don't know how much of a difference it's going to seem to me when the last time I saw you, which Chantel was nice enough, she gave me a ride on days that I really needed it. Your hair was up. And I think pretty much every time I see, even at work, when I saw you, when you worked where I worked, you always used to have your hair up. So I'd see pictures of you on Facebook with your hair down, and I'm like, I've never seen that. I've never seen that, Chantel. So I'll be interested to see. I'll check it out. But Skinner. So Ken, you asked me about Skinner, and I didn't forget about it, and I did see it. I don't remember Skinner very well. Is that the one with Ted Raimi? Or am I thinking something else? I know Tracy Lords is in Skinner. I don't know if I got it. Okay, Ted Raimi. I don't know if you'll like it, but I remember finding it okay back. It didn't like wow me. It didn't like blow me over. Like it wasn't like one of those things where I'm like, wow, Skinner's coming out. I got to pick it up. It's one of the, yeah, I'll definitely buy Skinner. It's kind of in the way like, yeah, I'm going to buy Shredder. There are movies that I'm interested in that I want. Yes, there is such a thing as a good 90s slasher film. I just mentioned two, like the Urban Legend ones, which were really good. Oh, you took the scissors to it? You didn't do one of those like YouTube tutorials where you cut your hair, did you? Where you just in like one of those frustrated moods and you're like, girls do that like a lot more than well, I actually did that once. I shaved my head. Like you wouldn't think, oh, you need to shave his head. Look at the little tufts of hair that he has right now. But no, I was completely like my head was completely shaved. I did a Lex Luthor, a Lana Luthor type of thing. But yeah, I don't really remember remember it very well. Oh man, yeah. Well, this house is way different than the one I was in before. Like, for instance, we both have, because of that, we both have like sets of keys. Oh, it's that's marmalade toast and tea, right? I saw the marmalade toast. Oh, you do have your haircut shorter. I'm gonna actually have to see you in person one of these days and actually see what your hair looks like. But it does look cool there. You really? No, that's I love marmalade, so that's why I know. And I'm a huge Paddington Bear fan as well, who loves his marmalade sandwiches. I cannot deny that. Tonight's video is probably going to be a little bit shorter because I actually do have to get up tomorrow and go. I'm working like earlier shifts now. But spend the rest of my life in? Well, yes, I'm in a way, we'll be kind of going back and forth. My better half, is a Canadian resident, Canadian citizen, same as me right now. So we'll both pretty much have we'll both have our dual citizenship is what I guess is the way you'll put it. And we do like to travel, so we'll, she'll spend some time. The big Scream Factory controversy. The big controversy was the one that was you probably know about already, 13th Wolfman. I just wanted to talk about it now. It's been a few days since that's come out, but it was the whole greed. Yeah, exactly, greed. It's the Grindhouse Tampa Bay video that really kind of spotlighted that Scream Factory Shout, I guess the parent company, is putting the screws to a lot of the smaller places like Diabolique and Grindhouse and places like that to sell at a more premium rate and not to lower the prices too low because there's one distributor that distributes Scream Factory stuff. Exactly. Ken said it best. Give in or go under. All right, I got to see this here now. That is a weird face, Chantel, when you that kind of freaked me out. You have really nice long hair. But I'm sure it looks fantastic short as well, from what I can see, because you got a filter put there with one of those things. Why do people do I have filter things, but obviously this is me. My profile picture probably not going to have a filter on it, but mostly because I've got too much ego for that. I do. I want the unveteran. That's really sad. You shouldn't. I'm sure Kyle would tell you, with many other young guys your age, you're a very pretty girl. No, I'm not. So I no longer worry about the hair on top anymore. It's just most of the time it's surprisingly down for the last few days. Usually it's like Tintin. I literally I get up every morning and I'm I look around for snowy. But they're supposed to be. That's a good question, 13th Wolfman. That's cool. See, there's no reason to need a filter. Hair's overrated. I do think hair's overrated. However, when I met my better half, I was completely shaved bald, and I had a goatee, and I had a large, heavy motorcycle jacket that I used to wear, and ripped jeans. I look kind of thuggish. I even had, I'm embarrassed to admit this, I did have an earring, one earring. Yeah. So one of the things, I guess one of her things that she did once we got together was that she wanted to soften my image quite a bit. And I think most people that see me right now would never see me at all as looking like a threatening, scary guy. Just the opposite, in fact. But back then, unfortunately, you are what people perceive you to be in some cases. And I guess with my head shaved and the goatee and the huge jacket and stuff, I did come off as a little of the. For you guys over in the UK, I did come off like one of the. What are their names again? Anybody watch EastEnders? Anybody see EastEnders? The Mitchells. Yeah, I came off looking like one of the Mitchells. Yeah. So, so if you don't know who the Mitchells are, wow, Google it. There's like a whole huge storyline behind the Mitchell brothers, and as an old soap opera fan, it's definitely interesting to check out. But yeah, I kind of look like that. I do apologize. But yeah, which version of Silent Night is in Black Xmas? Is there a version of Silent Night in Black Xmas? I can't remember. You had the long hair, but that's the thing. And that's kind of your look that you're still on. Like me right now, if I was to shave off this hair, it wouldn't look good because weak chin, man, weak chin. Well, I haven't seen it in a while. I have to look. That was Ross Kemp, wasn't it? I totally forgot that. Yeah, but was he Grant? I think he was Grant. There's two of them anyway. That means, you see guys with this kind of like Superman, like chiseled chin. It'll be like all square and like stuff. And no, I did not actually. I had it kind of, I was shaved down, but it was never, I don't think it was ever like beardless, was I? Was I ever beardless on here? I think I did a couple times, and I really regretted it every time I did. Be right back. I'm still here. It's just that I am getting over a cold, and I do not want to do that on camera. So if somebody's talking right now and I don't see it, I do apologize. Yeah, the other brother's Phil. There's Phil and Grant, and of course there's her mom. And she was from Carry On Gang movies, I think. She was kind of the, well, she was originally, I think she was the busty one from the Carry On films. That doesn't narrow it down, does it, when you say the busty one from the Carry On films. If anybody's not familiar with the Carry On movies, they were amazingly fun films that were put out in Britain with kind of like innocent body type of humor. And if you've never seen them, I do recommend like going and watching at least a couple of them. Carry On Screaming, especially if you're a horror fan. If you're a Hammer fan at all, or a Universal fan, yeah, you gotta see Carry On Screaming. Thank you, Barbara Windsor. I was so in love with Barbara Windsor. She just had that kind of cool, she was a street, like, not a street girl is gonna come across wrong, but she seemed tougher. And there was like this not documentary, it was like a movie that was done, basically talking about, like, a lot of it Sid James, really, but the life of Sid James. And if you know who that is, I applaud you, because Sid James was one of the guys from Carry On, and he did a lot of stuff. Oh, dude, what did you think of Shivers? Sid James and Kenneth Williams were amazing. I'm a huge fan of both of them. And I still think it's sad that Kenneth Williams would never like truly come out, like kind of like Charlie Hardy did. Yes, excellent. See, Shivers is a fantastic film. It's Raw Cronenberg. I think if you haven't seen Rabid, Kubrick Lover, I do recommend watching that one as well. I think you'll enjoy that one as well. I love Cronenberg's later stuff, but there's something about that more raw, more closer to the chest stuff that I do like, the body horror, and just done so well. Yes, actually, she did knock about the craze. Actually, I read about that. Saw Rabbit, Shivers. Yeah, I do think Shivers is a bit better. Cause actually, I don't remember that one. I know I think I've got it here somewhere, but I don't remember. Yeah, Shivers, Rabbit, those are my two favorites of Cronenberg. And he's put out a lot of great stuff. Like The Fly, for instance. The Fly's amazing. But I just really do love those two films. So wow, we went from like Scream Factory to my moving to my Black Friday. Oh, Dead Ringers is one that doesn't get a lot. Videodrome, yes. Scanners, I do like it. I think Scanners was overrated at first, and now I think that it's gone from overrated to underrated. Oh, The Brood's amazing. Wow. Okay. There's many more Cronenberg that I haven't really thought about. The Chin Shapes, yes. To the Mitchell brothers. So, quite a ride, guys. Yet again, quite a ride. And I do like that. So, 13th Wolfman, what are your thoughts on the whole Scream Factory debacle? Is it going to affect you any way at all in like the way that you're going to buy their stuff? But 13th Wolfman on the hot seat there because, you know, much like me, 13th Wolfman reviews he reviews more movies than me. Definitely. I'm not a reviewer as much as I am, I guess, at this point, facilitator or host, that type of thing. Yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts on it. A chatter, a talker. Am I? I'm a quiet person. I'm shy. But then again, I wonder if 13th Wolfman is more than a regular price for a title. Yeah, I can understand that, and especially right now, with the prices, 13th Wolfman are going up, and they're kind of like forcing like certain smaller companies to that. And like I gotta go with, I gotta be even. I gotta, I'm Canadian. We have to do that. We apologize a lot, but I gotta give like both sides of the story. I can't just damn them and then just say that's it. I don't know the other side. I don't know the business side of it. I don't know like what type of deals or what type of things they had to sign with other companies as well. Oh, you get a little more for your money. Well, I'm sure you got the original the really good double feature, which was of course TerrorVision and Videodin. Still their best double feature with the most features like on it that they put out out of all the ones that I can think about right now anyway. That also, well, Summer Friday Massacre 2 and 3 of course. That's a must-have. Especially for you, where you do like the Dorkening. All right, guys, it looks like at 3:28 we are ending this session of the movie club, and I do thank you all for coming in here. Hopefully you'll be in here during my my Black Friday unveilings. I'm going to be very excited to see what's going to happen with that. Oh, I haven't seen the Cripples 2 yet. But thank you guys so much for coming in, and let me know what you guys think about the about everything, about Black Friday, about the Canada Post situation, about the whole Scream Factory thing. Either way, guys, thank you so much. I am Aaron. This is the Movie Library. You guys are the Movie Club, and as always, you guys are extra awesomely fantastic. Have a great evening, and am I going out on Thursday? I'll probably will be going to bed on Thursday. Ooh. Let me know what you think of Murder Rock. I know that Ken wasn't a big fan of it, so it'll be interesting to see what you think. And I'll see you here next time. House of Blues, Geriatric Punk. Thanks for coming in. Everybody that came in here for the first time, I salute you. Have an awesome night.